Okay, so you talk about Keith, like, is that what got you out here? Did Keith get you out here? How did you end up out here? Kind of tell us that story.
Yeah, we got time. I'll tell you the exact moment that I decided to move out here. Man, I graduated high school. You know, I was always a little out there. You know, I was trapping a little bit. Mama had a little issues, you know what I'm saying? So trapping helped pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? I already had a full-time job working at Zaxby's, and it just wasn't enough, you know? Seeing bills coming around, you want to go to the prom, we want to go to the beach, so I decided to go get some money. And then we all graduated. You left. You were the first person to take the leap to leave Matter. Then Justin left. He went to the Air Force. TC left, did the same thing. Karanja did the same thing. Yeah. And then after a while, I was stuck there with associates. You know, people that I knew and I loved, but I'm like, this ain't the place for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I was working at KFC/Taco Bell, man. I hated that shit. Hated it. You know what I'm saying? I used to call you, tell you about that shit, like, man. Like, there's this one manager, man. I don't know why she hated me, but she was on my ass. But anyway, can I cuss?
Yeah, that's fine. We ain't gonna make it for the kids.
Man. So, man, there's one night. I mean, I had got to the point where I was hanging out with my cousins a lot, and they was in Club 46 every weekend.
Shout out to 46.
Shout out to 46, man. Yeah, across town, man. I used to stay right on the road from 46, man. My mom had moved to the projects when I was a junior in high school, so that kind of opened up my eyes to a little bit more what's going on in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, before that, I was staying out in the country. Didn't really have access to a lot of stuff, so it kept me sheltered in a way. But once my mom moved across town, right off of MLK in the projects, you know, I always had this energy where people gravitated towards me. Okay. And my house became the spot, you know, everybody chilling at the house, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yeah, back to this particular night, man, Gucci Mane come to the city, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Gucci before. He one of my favorite rappers. And went to the mall, got me some J's, got me a fit, we ready, you know what I'm saying? I get off at 10 o'clock. My brother ready there, he already ready to pick me up, you know what's good. And then 9:55 hit. And that was a basketball game. And then the whole entire team walked in. I'm talking now team, cheerleaders, coaches, parents. Man, about 50 people walked in there, man, right before I was time to get out. Yeah. So I'm doing my closing duties. I'm washing dishes, you know, so I'm ready to get out of there, man. Yeah. And then the boss that I hated, she was closing that night. She said, boy, you ain't gonna help? I said, I'll be there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened, like, I had started leaving my jacket in the dry storage. Okay. Dry storage just happened to be right beside the emergency exit. So, man, I swear, I looked up in the sky. I went up. I looked outside. I went back to dry storage. I grabbed my jacket. And I walked the fuck out. I was gone. Yeah. My brother was outside. I said, let's go, man. Right. Let's get out of here. Dropped me all across town. Went home, got fresh. Me and my cousin went to party. And I went home. I called Keith that next day. I told him what happened. I'm like, man, I quit. I'm done with that shit. Yeah. And he was like, man, you might as well come on out here. And we had been talking about it for a while because Keith, after he left, he would come back and visit, and he was like, he would make New Mexico sound so crazy. And especially with us being from a small town, like, man, I want to experience that. Okay. And then, like, he had put us on a couple of girls from out here and started talking to some girls out here, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And so I'm like, you know what? I told my mama, I'm doing it. Yeah. Keith just so happened to be working at the airport at the time. And he had the plug on the buddy passes. $50 ticket. We still ain't it almost didn't happen. It was like there was a point in time where like the buddy pass might not go through. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to go to the airport without the buddy pass for sure, because I would have to find a way back home.
Gotcha.
And then at the last moment, somebody called like, yeah, you good to go. You know what I'm saying? It was almost to the point where it was like, man, I'm gonna come back and get you. I'm like, man, we gotta come back. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, bro.
Right.
So it just so happened his cousin came and picked us up, took us to the airport, man, and that was my first flight. Worst flight I ever took in my life. Man. First time leaving Georgia, you know what I'm saying? I'm closed-minded. I don't know what the hell going on outside of this area, you know what I'm saying? And I get on the plane and, man, we hit some turbulence and the plane just for like 30 minutes, man. I grabbed the Muslim man by the shoulder. He turned around, it's gonna be alright, brother. You know what I'm saying? And then before I know it was in New Mexico, man. We got here and then it looked like Grand Theft